Joy Corner. It just fills my heart with joy when you come and share with me. You know, I love to read, and I love to read to you. So thank you for coming back. You know the first question I'm going to ask today, don't you? Do you remember our Bible verse that we always say at the beginning and the end of Gigi's Joy Corner? I think I heard you say it. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say, rejoice. Philippians 4:4. Wow, you are so smart, and it just makes me so proud of you that you know a new Bible verse. Are you sharing it with your friends? Are you telling your mom or your dad or your grandma or your brothers or sisters? That's great. You know what that means, don't you? That means you're sharing the joy of the Lord. You're being generous. That's what it means to share. That means you're generous. You have a sweet, generous, giving spirit. Well, our book today that we're going to read is about a little boy named Graham, and I'm afraid he didn't know about sharing. He didn't know about being generous. As a matter of fact, the word that they're using to describe this little boy, Graham, is greedy. Ooh, what does it mean to be greedy? That's right. That means you're not sharing, are you? No. Let's see what this book is all about. Does it remind you a little bit on the front of a book that we read a couple of weeks ago? Say Please, Louise. Do you remember that one? Well, it's by the same author. The same man wrote it. His name is Phil Roxby Cox. And the person that drew the pictures, that illustrated this book, is Jan McCafferty. That's kind of hard for Gigi to say. Jan McCafferty. But the name of our book is Don't Be Greedy, Graham. This must be Graham here, because he has a plate piled high with sandwiches, with slices of cake, with all kind of snacks like cupcakes and hamburgers. Oh my goodness. Do you think he's going to eat them all himself? That's what it looks like. Look at the little doggy. He looks like even he knows that's too much for one person. And so does this friend that's standing back behind Graham. Let's see what the story's about. And see if it reminds you of anybody you know. I hope it's not you or me. This is Graham Preedy. Graham Preedy is ever so greedy. Do you hear those rhyming words? His last name is Preedy, and he is greedy. Look at the look on his face. He thinks he's going to eat every bit of that food right by himself. Graham always wants the first bite. He always wants the last. He wants the biggest portion and eats all his food so fast. And everybody's left sad and saying, "Don't be greedy, Graham." Look, all the people are up under the table. They didn't get any food, did they? Because poor Graham, or maybe I should say greedy Graham, had eaten it all. At Jake's last birthday party, not Graham's party now, but at Jake's birthday party, Graham ate his birthday cake. Yes, all of it. He didn't leave any for the other children. "Don't be greedy, Graham," cried a very upset Jake. He ate all the cake and now he's leaving, and none of the others have any cake. He was being greedy, wasn't he? Out shopping, Graham grabbed food and drinks off each and every shelf. He gulped and chewed and slurped it down, each mouthful for himself. "Don't be greedy, Graham," snapped his mother. "It's so bad for your health." would be not very healthy, would it? Once, Graham snatched a burger from the person to his right. Things turned very nasty. There was scuffle and a fight. He sneaked home and said nothing. He had a tummy ache that night. He probably had a tummy ache because he knew that he had done wrong, and also not only did he eat his food, but somebody else's too. Next, Graham ate all the sandwiches after the school play. The other kids went hungry and chased Graham away. "Don't be greedy, Graham," as the teacher called out as he ran away. Look, now he even has the teacher and all the other students angry with him because he ate all the sandwiches and didn't leave any for anybody else. He's not sharing at all, is he? He's being greedy, not generous. Graham is forever gulping, chewing, munching, and chomping, gnawing, crunching, and everyone's left sad and saying, what do you think? "Don't be greedy, Graham." You know, don't you, that poor old Graham is doing some things that he shouldn't do. Come market day, a herd of pigs is led into the square. Suddenly, they break free from their owner, Farmer Dare. See, the farmer came and had a truckload of pigs, and they came down out of the box, out of the trailer, and just started running. Graham ignores the grunts and squeals as he starts off on his latest meal. This time, Mr. and Mrs. Preety don't mention their son being greedy. Instead, they both stop and shout, "Graham, Graham, look out, look out!" Do you see what's happening? Graham is so busy eating his food that the pigs are coming up behind him so fast and he doesn't even hear. His parents are trying to warn him, but he's not even listening to them. But Graham's teeth are so busy chomping, he doesn't hear the pigs come romping. He's swept up off his pudgy feet and carried down the muddy street. Oh my, look, the pigs have run all over him, and poor old Graham, he's just riding on top, bouncing along. You can hardly see him in the midst of all those pigs. Then, Preety parents both give chase, but soon lose sight of Graham's face. They were trying to find him so they could help him. Uphill, the Preetys are not very speedy. Look, they are tired. They've been running after Graham and the pigs, but they couldn't keep up with them. Poor old Graham, plump and greedy. Now, which are the pigs and which is Preety? Can you see the truckload of pigs? Evidently the farmer got them all back in his truck. But also right in the middle is little Graham Preety. And you can hardly see him. He looks like one of the pigs, doesn't he? He's kind of dirty like the pigs too. Do you see the dirt on his face? That might be leftover food, hadn't it? Now, meal times no longer thrill. They are just twice a day and always swill. Look at there. Poor old Graham is living with the pigs. Do you know, Gigi had to look up that word, swill. I didn't know exactly what it meant. And do you know, I just thought it was really, really funny to find out that that word means to eat greedily. Like to pig out, it said in my dictionary. And that's exactly what Graham was doing. Do you know anybody that's greedy? Oh, don't point to anybody in the room. Just think about yourself. Sometimes we forget about others because we're so tuned in to just what we want. Well, let me tell you, Gigi loves to read these kind of books, but what's my favorite book? That's right, my Bible. And I found a verse that I thought might be very good for us to read today. It's from 2 Corinthians 9:7. It says, "Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." Now let's talk about that verse just a minute. It says we've got to decide in our heart what we want to give. It says not reluctantly or under compulsion. Those words are big, but it just means give not because somebody's making you do that. And give not because you really don't want to, but you know you've got to. But give out of a sweet spirit, a joyful spirit of wanting to share with others. Because, did you hear those last few words of this verse? For God loves what kind of giver? Yes, a cheerful giver. God loves a cheerful giver. That's the part of our verse that I want us to learn today. We like to learn new Bible verses, and that's a good one to learn. Can you say it with me? God loves a cheerful giver. Let's say it one more time. God loves a cheerful giver. And that's from 2 Corinthians 9:7. Do you know, boys and girls, when we give cheerfully, that means that we are giving with joy. Joy in our heart, because we know that we're doing what Jesus wants us to do. So let's be cheerful givers this week. Whether you're at school or at home or no matter where you go, give cheerfully. And that doesn't mean that you have to be giving some of your food or some of your toys or things like that. It could be that. But we can just give a smile or give a nice, kind word to somebody. And that is sharing cheerfully, isn't it? Joyfully. All righty, well, remember to rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. And I will see you next time. And I hope that you will be able to tell me that you have been cheerfully giving, that you're not like Greedy Graham, but you are joyfully sharing with others. Gigi loves you, and I will see you next time in Gigi's Joy Corner. Bye-bye.